Hello and very good morning to all of you in this distinguished Sunday Psychologist series. Now today we are going to discuss about an American well-known psychologist who was from Harvard University. He has given a remarkable research for almost around over 25 years of rigorous study experiment, and based on that, this guy he has developed his theory of morality, that in day-to-day life, on what basis and how exactly we express our morals or principles, in simple terms as we call ethics. नैतिकतेबद्दल या सायकोलॉजिस्टने खूप छानपणे ते सांगितलं. So he was known for his research, his theory on morality. A rigorous experimental study which converted into theory, having 6 stages and 3 levels accordingly. The first level, pre-conventional, which is for stage 1 and stage 2. We do follow, we do express and even experience our ethics, our morals, values and principles based on some pre-conventional standards of our society in which we live. Level 2, that is stage 3 and 4, with conventional, we go with the flow, we go with the majority. And third is post-conventional, where we start thinking by our own judgmental processes, by our own reasoning. So post-conventional. Now here we decide, we give a call that what exactly should be considered as ethics, ethical or principle or the morality also. Now this particular scientific and in-depth study, it is a milestone in the history of psychology. And this theory, it is given by none other than Lawrence Kohlberg. This Lawrence, he had a very tremendous and like a filmy lifestyle or a story. Why it was so? Because he was born in 1927. Then he got a scholarship in Phillips Academy. Though he had a very naughty and a very mischievous childhood, as we all have had, but then after that, this guy, he worked as a sailor, ज्याला आपण नावाडे म्हणू. So as a sailor he worked, especially during Second World War. म्हणजे जे काही ज्यूज होते, सिव्हिलियन्स होते, सो त्यांना एका ठिकाणाहून नंतर असं दुसऱ्या ठिकाणी शिफ्ट करण्याचं, और especially he helped them to migrate in a very safe place for a couple of months. So this task, it was going on very smoothly, but somehow he got arrested and he had been to jail, Cyprus jail. त्या जेल मधून कसं तरी हे सुटले आणि मग नंतर मात्र he realized that नहीं कि इस जिंदगी को कुछ मीनिंग होना चाहिए, कुछ हमें हमारी एक आइडेंटिटी, एक पहचान होनी चाहिए. So he went to University of Chicago, where he done his masters in psychology and even in philosophy. Also he has done his doctoral degree, as we call PhD course, from the same university. During the same period, he came across a book written by a well-known developmental psychologist, Jean Piaget, and the name of the book was Moral Judgment of the Child. And this was the turning point for Lawrence. He got extremely convinced and he got extremely thoughtful about the views and ideas expressed by Jean Piaget. So he studied a lot, he explored the concept in detail, he observed the people around him in society, and based on that, he started doing some experiments as well at that time. A well-known dilemma is there in literature or even in history. It is called as Hind's dilemma. Especially for students of psychologists, I will emphasize that please refer this dilemma, because this Hind's dilemma, it is quite appropriate, very much relevant with current situation of COVID, its vaccinations, the plasma, remdesivir, and even some other drugs or medications, and even hospitality services and all. The dilemma, to be or not to be, exactly what to do. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपकी माँ बीमार है, डॉक्टर ने कहा कि 10 लाख का इंजेक्शन है पूरे सिटी में, वो एक ही इंजेक्शन एक ही मेडिकल शॉप में अवेलेबल है, अभी के अभी आपको देना है. यू डोंट हैव दैट मच मनी with you right now, and within half an hour you have to do something. So what exactly you will do? क्या आप झूठ बोलोगे? क्या आप चोरी करोगे? क्या आप सच नीतिमत्ता का ज्ञान वगैरह सब कुछ करके जितना होगा उतना करोगे और बाकी फिर अपनी माँ को उसी हाल पे छोड़ दोगे? Exactly what you will do. This is what is the dilemma, Hind's dilemma. And based on that, Kohlberg, he investigated, he rigorously did scientific experiments, observations, records, analysis, and he studied 72 children at the age of 10, at the age of 13, and even at the age of 16. So same 72 children he examined thrice. 3 वेळेस त्यांनी या मुलांना म्हणजे त्यांचा अभ्यास केला, स्टडी केलं, and he asked the same question, Hind's dilemma, after every 2 to 5 years for next 20 years. You can imagine studying same group for over a longer period of time. In research methodology it is called as a longitudinal study, कारण long होतो तो research, so the term is there, longitudinal. And then the theory got its identity, that yes, हमारे ethics as per age, as per development, it got changed. 7 साल के जब हम थे तब हमारी सोच कैसी थी ethics को लेके, जब 12-13 साल के थे तब कैसी थी, and being grown up at the age of 21 or 22 or so, how we perceive the things in society around us. The way he explained all these things, he becomes so popular in youth that he became influential psychologist for youth at that time. Now, considering social changes at that time, during 60s and 70s, Vietnam War was going on. So whether to participate in that war or not, youth was considered based on कोहलबर्ग्स अप्रोच कि इस वॉर में पार्टिसिपेट होना या नहीं होना, ये एथिक्स है या नहीं, मीन्स ये एथिकल है या नहीं है. दे यूज टू कोरिलेट, दे यूज टू अप्लाई कोहलबर्ग्स आइडियाज. So like that he got so much, means popularity, fame, even prestige, identity, status, and everything. But at the same time, during the same period, he also starting suffering from some abdominal pain. आतड्याचा किंवा पोटाचाही विकार हा तेव्हा त्यांना तिथे सुरू झाला होता. And plus some other group of psychologists, they also analyzed this theory and they started to criticize his theory. कि इसमें ये ठीक नहीं है, फिर वो अच्छा नहीं है. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि that during stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this way only all individuals or people they develop their morality understanding also. Some criticism, to be surprised, Lawrence understand, he accept and he acknowledged also. But some criticism, for him, it was hurtful. He was not happy with those particular criticism, and this was the starting dropout for him. He got upset, he got tense, and he got even depressed because of these particular criticisms based on his theory. Apart from this, another failure or tragedy was happened in his life, that at the same time he was doing some other two interested experiments, and these two biggest experiments, they fail like anything, and even because of this failure also he got into severe depression. Why it was so? Because he was trying to giving moral education. नीतिमत्तेनं वागावं, आपले आदर्श उसूल मूल्य वगैरे असावं, हे कोणाला शिकवण्याचा प्रयत्न करत होते हे लॉरेन्स कोहलबर्ग, टू प्रिझनर्स अँड इव्हन टू मेंटल पेशंट्स. Though it was too idealistic, but it was very less practical. These experiments couldn't work. They got failed, and he got again the victim of severe criticism. And at that time, he started having suicidal thoughts, saying that अगर हमने हमारी ओर से बहुत कुछ कोशिश की है, लेकिन सोसाइटी में अगर कोई भी उसे अप्रिशिएट या फिर रिकॉग्नाइज अगर नहीं कर रहा है, तो सुसाइड करना कुछ अनएथिकल नहीं है. This kind of thoughts he had at that time. And after that, it revealed that he used to share these kinds of thoughts with his friends, colleagues frequently. One of the most important part of suicide is suicide कभी भी all of a sudden नहीं होता है. जो इंसान सुसाइड करता है वो डायरेक्टली इनडायरेक्टली नोइंगली अननोइंगली वो उसकी हिंट देता ही है. And the same thing happened with American psychologist Lawrence Kohlberg, that he escaped on 17th Jan 1987 from the hospital where he was having his treatment for his abdominal pain. After a year, his dead body was found nearby Boston Logan Airport in 1988. Now, in between ऐसे हुआ था कि 19th Jan 1987 को ही इस एयरपोर्ट के पास ही एक कार और जिसका डोर ओपन है और उस कार में पर्पसफुली अपनी आइडेंटिटी दिखाई थी, जैसे वॉलेट एंड सम अदर आइडेंटिटी लाइक आई कार्ड एंड सो. इट वॉज फाउंड फॉर कोहलबर्ग. आपली ओळख दिसेल पटेल सांगता येईल अशा पद्धतीचे ते सगळे डॉक्युमेंट्स त्या उघड्या गाडीमध्ये हे ठेवलेले होते, पण हा कोहलबर्ग मात्र काही तिथे मिळत नव्हता. एका वर्षानंतर त्या एअरपोर्टच्या जवळ जे काही बंदर आहे किंवा ज्याला आपण सीशोर म्हणू, सो तिथे त्याची ही डेड बॉडी मिळाली. आफ्टर दॅट इट वॉज ऑफकोर्स इट वॉज व्हेरी मच शॉकिंग फॉर ऑल ऑफ द पीपल. 600 people, including his students, they were gathered and they have decided to celebrate, means 15th April as Kohlberg Memorial Day in Harvard University. In continuation, next year in 1988, 3 renowned psychologists, they wrote a research paper and even article on Kohlberg by saying that how much he was a great psychologist and how far his theory was so influential, important, and so on. But with this is a bitter truth and even a learning part of psychology profession, teachers, students, and other practitioners. कि जो हम स्टडी करते हैं वो खुद में इम्प्लीमेंट करना, it is a difficult but equally important task because it is in a way a responsibility for us. To conclude, the way he formed and developed his theory based on his more than 25 years of extensive study, extensive research was 3 stages, 3 levels: pre-conventional, conventional, and post-conventional. In stage 1 and stage 2, most of the time, as we can see and even experience, observe also that in earlier phase of our life, we are quite obedient. We do follow social standards. So not because most of the time we do like or we have equal interest, but just because we do get scared to break the rules, so we follow. खोटं बोललं तर आई बाबा रागावतील म्हणून आपण खोटं बोलत नाही. खरं बोलण्याचं महत्व पटलेलं असतं म्हणून खरं बोलतो अशातला भाग नसतो. खोटं बोललं तर काय चुकेल आपल्याकडून हा भाग तिथे असतो. So individualism and even exchange part, it was there. In conventional, where we develop our moral standards based on our relationship status, and even in that also, like, we do evaluate our morality, which is based on our motives behind our behavior. कि काय करायचं? So in the sense, our standards of morality, it is based on our intentions during second stage, and that helps us to maintain a social order, law and justice and all. And the most tricky and even individualistic part is post-conventional, where people begin to value the will of the majority as well as a well-being of society. And that's why our standards, our values do get changed as we enter into teenage or late teenage phase. जे माझ्या मित्रांना आवडेल ते मी करणार, ज्या ग्रुपमध्ये मी राहतो त्यांना जे आवडेल ते मी करणार. This kind of thinking we start having at this particular phase. So stages of moral development. So likewise, but yes, it is means to consider about his contribution, the way he systematically developed, studied, and explained that how our moral standards do get changed, factors affecting and shaping of our morality. It is important to understand, and especially as I said earlier also, that Hind's dilemma, it is not only a symbolic, but it is applicable. It is quite applicable to us even in 21st century and even in post-COVID phase as well. On next Sunday, we will discuss about another distinguished psychologist, his role, his contribution to our favorite field. Thank you so much. Take care.